Yep. Good morning, man. It's Uncle Lou here. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Super Bowl edition of Uncle Lou Game Day Live. Do this every Saturday morning during the college football season, and backed by popular demand today for the Super Bowl. I know the Super Bowl's tomorrow, not today, so it's not actually game day today, but I always do Game Day Live on Saturday, so I'm doing Game Day Live today. Is that? I mean, that's how that works. So, everybody doing okay? Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow. And of course, we got to talk about food today. Now, I'm obsessed with football food. I talk about it every single Saturday during the college football season. Not only what I'm eating or planning on eating that day, but I always want to know what y'all are eating too. And there's probably not a bigger sports food day. I mean, I think we all look. Most of us are college football fans. We'd rather watch we'd rather watch an average regular season college football game than the Super Bowl in the NFL. I get that, but this is the biggest sports event of the year in the United States, the Super Bowl, in terms of how many people watch and things like that. We can't deny that. I wish college football could get to the point to where like their national title game was on par with the Super Bowl, but there's just miles difference. Um, so this is probably the biggest or sports food day of the year too. The Super Bowl. I mean, I've been to Super Bowl party. People go all out for these Super Bowls with the food that they do. But anyway, so of course we'll talk about food. We'll talk about the game. We'll talk about what an amazing story Oklahoma quarterback Jalen Hurts has become in the NFL. And yes, he's an Oklahoma quarterback. That's one of the most ridiculous arguments in the history of the internet, too, by the way. Alabama fans are so, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, there's no reason Alabama fans should ever have to do anything but run around and say, we have 17 titles. That's all they have to say. No one can compete with that, not in modern times. I mean, yeah, I like bringing up the Yale or the Harvard deal or whatever it is because they've got 27. But in reality, all Alabama fans ever have to say is, well, we have 17 titles. So, it doesn't matter what else you say. But the thing with Alabama fans, they can't do that. They have to claim everything. Everything. They're trying to claim Jalen Hurts. They threw Jalen Hurts away. Go to Twitter Time Machine and type in bench Jalen Hurts or Jalen Hurts sucks in Twitter and just read what the Alabama fans really thought about Jalen Hurts. Now, all of a sudden, it turns out he's a great quarterback in the NFL and leading the Eagles to the Super Bowl, and they want to act like he's the best Alabama quarterback and they love him. And it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. He left Alabama and got developed at Oklahoma. The guy couldn't complete a pass at Alabama. I mean, y'all know that because y'all spent the whole time he was playing quarterback there saying it. I mean, come on. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, so we'll talk about the Super Bowl. It looks like Georgia's about to win its 24th Super Bowl in a row. That's amazing. Winning two national titles back to back in college football is a hell of an accomplishment. But Georgia's about to win I think it's its 24th. Georgia's about to win its 24th Super Bowl in a row. If Alabama's going to claim Jalen Hurts being in the Super Bowl as another national title for Alabama, then I'm going to claim whoever wins the Super Bowl today as being another Super Bowl win for Georgia because there's Georgia players on both teams, and this will be like the 24th year in a row that the Super Bowl winning team has had a Georgia player on it, which isn't a surprise when you consider the ridiculous number of people that Georgia puts into the NFL year after year. So, yeah, I know, Visor, man. The Gumps are busy praying for another pandemic so they can win something again. It's a shame. LSU too. I don't know what. Well, yeah, LSU puts a ton of players in the NFL. Is that what you're talking about? I don't know what the count is. If you're talking about like LSU players winning the Super Bowl, I don't know what the count is. I don't even know if Georgia's the highest at 22. Um, I've seen a lot of Georgia people posting this week that this will be the 20. It's like the 22nd or 23rd or 24th, something like that, year in a row that a previous Georgia player will get a Super Bowl ring. There may be teams that have longer streaks than that. I don't know. And if it is, y'all can claim that as a national title too, because Alabama claims literally anything as a national title. Yeah, no fans in the stadium, 10-game regular season. I mean, we look. If 2020 would have been a normal season, we know Alabama wouldn't have won a national title because they would have had to go 15-0, and Alabama can't go 15-0. They're not capable of going 15-0. They've never gone 15-0. They're never going to go 15-0. It's just that simple. Who's your pick to win out, the Chiefs and the Eagles? I'm going to go with the Eagles. Now, I do think this is going to be, first of all, I don't care about either of these teams. I don't have a favorite NFL team. Therefore, I don't have a most hated NFL team or anything like that. I follow players in the NFL, not teams. I've talked about this a lot before, but when it comes to the NFL, players that I liked watching in college, which isn't just Georgia players, by the way, just players in general that I liked watching in college. I like watching them then play in the NFL, especially their first couple of years. Sometimes I kind of lose track of players after 2 or 3 years in terms of where they are, if they've changed teams or anything like that, especially if they're not like, a really, really good player in the NFL. Like, you don't have to watch the NFL all the time to know who Patrick Mahomes is. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of some players that I really liked in college that I followed for a while in the NFL. But anyway, so I don't really care who wins, but my pick is going to be the Eagles. I think the spread is only 1.5, so I'll take the Eagles minus 1.5, I guess. But either team could win this game. Patrick Mahomes is ridiculous. I know he's had a hurt ankle towards the end of the season, and he didn't look as mobile as he normally does in the AFC title game, but it's not like he was out there hobbling around either. I mean, he played pretty well, and he's had 2 weeks to rest that thing up. So who knows what kind of shape his ankle is in. If he's good to go and he can do the running around and the improvising and the scrambling and stuff like that really makes him who he is, then obviously I think that'll give the Chiefs a better chance to win. But I'm gonna go with the Eagles, I think. I'm gonna go with the Eagles, I think. Normally on the Lunch Money Show, the week before the Super Bowl, we talk a lot about the Super Bowl, but we didn't do that this year because we spent the entire show talking Slob Olympics. But another interesting thing about the Super Bowl is the most gambled on sporting event in the country every single year too. And of course, you can bet on who wins or loses the game, the point spread, the basic bets like that. But the Super Bowl is kind of known for all the crazy prop bets you can make. How long is it going to take the person to sing the national anthem? Rihanna's doing a halftime show, so like you can bet on whether she wears a dress or pants. You can bet on if she shows cleavage or not. You can bet on wardrobe malfunctions. You can bet on how many songs she sings, how long the halftime show is. There's literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these weird prop bets that you can make for the Super Bowl. So maybe we'll take a look at some of those. Maybe we'll take a look at some of those too. And yeah, we're doing the rigged wheel, Colby. And oh, let me say something about the rigged wheel too. Actually, it's not about the rigged wheel. It's about some of you in the comment section slandering the rigged wheel. I don't mind you running around here calling it the rigged wheel. But over the last couple of days, I've been creeping around in other live shows comment sections, and I have seen people slandering my rigged wheel, Colby. And I don't appreciate that. If you're going to slander the rigged wheel, You can go ahead and slander the rigged wheel here. I don't appreciate you running around to every Tom, Dick, and Harry who does a live stream, uh, 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 blaspheming my rigged wheel. Yeah. So yes, we will do the rigged wheel at the end of the show. And I was thinking about it yesterday. Here's what we'll do since it's the Super Bowl, and I really like these ridiculous prop bets. Um, whoever, well, first of all, if you don't know what the rigged wheel is, every single Cash App or PayPal that comes into the show today during the live show, it's got to be a Cash App or a PayPal, not Super Chat. But every single PayPal or Cash App that comes in during the live show this morning, at the end of the show, we're going to add your name to a wheel. Spin the wheel, that kind of thing. Whatever name the wheel picks, you win. What do you win? Well, since it's the Super Bowl, here's what we're going to do. You're going to pick. You're going to pick against the spread, Eagles or Chiefs. So Eagles -1.5 or Chiefs +1.5. But then I'm going to let you make a second pick, but it has to be one of these weird prop bets. It's got to. It can't have anything to do with the actual game itself. It's got to be how long is the national anthem, or does Rihanna show her boobs, or does she wear a dress or a skirt? Whatever. It's got to be one of those weird bets. So you'll have two chances to win instead of just one, and you'll win twice what you send me. Um, you send $25 and you pick the winner of the game, right? I'll send you your 25 plus another 25. That's 50. Then if you get the prop bet right, that would be 75. So that's how that'll work. We'll spin the wheel at the end of the show. Here's the let me see if this is going to work. It might work. I don't know. No, hold on. Hold on a second. All right. Can y'all still hear me? Sorry about that. I'm doing things a little different this morning, so that's why it's taking a little longer. But there you go. I think the links are in the description too for the PayPal and the Cash App. But and I'm not going to stop every 5 minutes to add names to the wheel. At the very end of the show, I'll pull up Cash App and PayPal, and we'll go and add everybody's name to the wheel. Does that make sense? So if you're sending in a PayPal or a Cash App now, thank you. I appreciate you helping to support the show. But instead of going back and forth to the wheel every 5 minutes to add one name at a time, we're just going to wait to the end of the show, and we'll go and add everybody's name. But make sure you hit the thumbs up at the start of the show. Game Day Live Super Bowl edition on a Saturday morning here on YouTube. I do this show every Saturday morning during the college football season. Obviously, Super Bowl's not today; it's tomorrow. But because I normally do the Game Day Live show on Saturdays, we're doing it on Saturdays again. But Super Bowl tomorrow around 6 o'clock, Chiefs and Eagles. Jalen Hurts versus Patrick Mahomes. N'Kobe Dean and Jordan Davis on the Eagles. Mecole Hardman and Malik Herring on the Chiefs. Those are your Georgia players. Mecole Hardman not playing, injured. But Jordan Davis and N'Kobe Dean will be playing for the Eagles. So there you go. That's that. Rigged wheel. Every Cash App or PayPal that you send in during today's show, we'll add your name to the wheel. At the end of the show, we'll spin the wheel. Whatever name the wheel picks, you win. Pick the winner of the game and any prop bet you want. And I'll send you back twice what you send me per bet. So I think that makes sense. Let's shout out everybody that's here. And then we're going to do something really important. We're going to bring on a gambling expert and have them give us their pick on the game based on an unusual method that they don't even know they're getting ready to do, but they are getting ready to do it. So I see you in the back room. Just hang on just 1 second there. Visor, what's up, buddy? Appreciate you tuning in this morning. Jordan S., Christian Russell, Nikki C., Jeremy Knoof. I already know I said that wrong. Bag Boy Scoot, what's up, buddy? NC's Gone Fishing says, hope you're having a good morning. What's the Super Bowl menu for tonight? We'll talk about that in a second. Let's see who else is in here. Nikki C, BA, Eli, Jay Shipes, Stingray, Nick Thompson. Do you think Josh Allen is on the Dan Marino path? Well, he might be on the Bills path, which is similar to the Dan Marino path. I don't know what the deal is with the Bills. I don't know, but I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, Josh Allen, I think, still has a lot of years left to play. So I wouldn't right now. Like, if I had to make a bet, will Josh Allen ever win a Super Bowl? Yes or no? Right now, I would probably still bet yes. I mean, I don't think he's nearing the end of his career, but yeah, it does seem like the Bills are like the Super Bowl favorite the first half of the season every year, and somehow never get there. Big Dog Eat, what's up, buddy? AIP Dog, Josh, China. Michael Morris, Joe D. Let's see. Parker, what's up, buddy? Broski Bear, Pastor Dave, Brad Pitt, Hoghead, Jeremy Garrettson, Robert Sharpton. Yeah. Michael Morris says, bet over on 100K hot dogs sold at the game. That's an interesting bet. NFL, I don't know how big that stadium is. I know generally NFL stadiums hold between 60 and 70,000 people. If everybody ate 2 hot dogs, that would be over 100,000 hot dogs. So 100,000 hot dogs sounds like a lot, but when you think about it, it's really not. I'm going to go under on 100,000 hot dogs, though. I'm going to go under on the 100,000 hot dogs sold at the game. Is that a thing you can bet on? How do they track that? That's an interesting bet. You know, the thing about the Super Bowl and hot dogs is this: there ain't a lot of regular idiots like me and you at Super Bowls. Fortunately, if you're a college football fan and you go to college football games and you've never been to an NFL game, the two experiences couldn't be more different. Even NFL regular season games are very tame. It's a very corporate crowd, and the Super Bowl is that times a million. I mean, the tickets are so expensive, for one thing, that your average idiot like us can't afford them. So I'm not sure how many of those suit and tie type people are showing up at the Super Bowl and standing in line at the concession stand to eat a hot dog. They're probably eating something else. So I would go under 100,000 on the hot dog deal. That's probably what I would do. Let's bring this very special guest on. Good morning, but you're on with Uncle Lou, though.
Good morning.
Oh, yeah, good morning in that, BA. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
All right, now, it's 2 very specific reasons I wanted to bring you on this morning. Now, one of the reasons you already know, right?
Yes.
Right. You're actually going to be entering the names onto the wheel at the end of the show.
That would be correct.
Yeah. Now, for people that, now sometimes I'm not very good at explaining things, and the only person I can think of, and this is actually 100% true, you're probably the worst person I've ever met in my entire life when it comes to explaining something. You're terrible at it. There's no way you ever could have been a teacher of any kind. Not even kindergarten. I don't think you would be able to explain to a class of kindergartners what nap time is. You just have a really hard time explaining anything at all, don't you?
Because I'm trying to get all the details in as much as possible, and then my mind starts, wandering, and I'm trying to get it. Yeah, so
I don't know what the reason is, but we'll be watching a movie or a TV show or something, and I'll get up to go move the laundry over from the washer to the dryer or whatever, something that takes 4 or 5 minutes to do. And so I miss 5 minutes of the show. I'll come back and I'll be like, what did I miss? And it's like, you would think I asked her to solve world hunger or something.
Oh, stop it.
In
it's
whatever
not that terrible
explanation she's trying to give me about, and it just gets to the point where I'm like, never mind. I'd rather not know what happened
Oh
than
God,
to have you
stop.
try to explain it to me. So, given the fact that we can all agree that you're just absolutely terrible at explaining things, explain to people again what the rigged wheel is.
So any Cash App or PayPal that you send in, your name will be put on the wheel, and then at the end of the show, I will spin the wheel, and whoever's name is picked, you get to make a bet. Is that pretty much it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Great job.
Thank
Great
you.
job.
Thank you.
Now,
That was scripted, by the way. I wrote it down.
right, yeah. Now, of course, nobody watches more football than you do.
Oh yes.
Over the course of a season, but the problem is you watch college football, not
That's
NFL.
right.
Which happens to be the same problem that I have. So with that being said, are you near a computer right now?
Yes, I will be shortly. Hang on just a second.
All right, I'm going to need you to Google. I'm going to need you to do a Google image search for two different things for me, because this is how we're really going to figure things out right now.
Okay.
We're about to find out what's going to happen tomorrow. You're about to let us know.
All right. Let's do this.
All right. The first thing I need you to Google is Philadelphia Eagles uniform.
All right. Philadelphia Eagles uniform. Hang on. Okay.
All right. You see it?
Yes.
Study it.
All right. I'm studying it.
What's your general thoughts on that?
My general thoughts. I mean,
yeah,
it's a standard football uniform. I mean,
okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now I need you to Google Kansas City Chiefs uniform.
All right. All right. Kansas City Chiefs uniforms. Okay.
Now, what do you think about
that? Again, standard football uniform, just in a different color.
All right. Now, final question. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to win? Based solely on uniform.
So just basing it solely on uniform.
Yep. Who's got the better uniform?
All right. So if I'm basing it solely on that, I'm going to go with the Eagles.
All right. Well, there you have it. You know, it's been scientifically proven that if you take your average idiot like me and the majority of the people in the comment section, and we break down a game, player by player, position group by position group, whatever, schemes, coaches, all that, and make a pick on the game, over the course of 100 games, we're barely better than some woman who just picks 100 games based on uniforms alone. It's been scientifically proven.
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
So then, in that case, would I be considered an idiot savant as far as picking Super Bowl?
Well, if the Eagles win, yeah, you'll be a Super Bowl savant. Because, see, here's the thing. The best gamblers in the world, professional gamblers, people who gamble for a living, hit 60% of the time.
Okay.
Well, you got a 50% chance. You don't even if you don't know what a football is, you've got a 50% chance.
Okay.
You're just picking one or the other, Eagles or Chiefs. So picking by uniform over the course of 100 games is at worst 10% worse than someone who actually studies gambling and gambles for a living. So good luck. But you can't put your name on the wheel, though.
No, that's okay. I would prefer not to anyway. So
yeah, it's just that people need to know what your pick is so they know what the winner is.
Okay.
That's it. And remember, if you do get picked at the end for the wheel, You're going to be making two picks. You're going to pick the game against the spread, and the line is the Eagles are favored by 1.5. So you're going to pick the winner of the game against the spread, and then you're going to pick any prop bet you want. And it's not a parlay. You don't have to get both bets right to win. It's just a chance for it's a chance for the winner to win twice instead of win once. So if you send me $25 and you pick the game right, I'm going to send you back $50. Your 25 plus another 25. If you get your prop bet right, I'm going to send you another $25. So that would be 75 if you sent 25. I'm just using 25 as a number. You can send any amount you want up to $50, but or if you just get one right, you get your 25 plus another 25. So I think, am I explaining that well, BA?
Yes, I think I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Should we get you to explain it or no?
No,
no?
I think you did a perfectly fine job.
We'll get you to explain it maybe towards the end of the show before we do the wheel.
Okay.
Hey, have you ever been to a Super Bowl party?
I don't think that I ever have been to a Super Bowl party.
Is it because you're Asian?
It might be because I eat fish eyes.
Oh yeah, that's disgusting. What if you went to a Super Bowl party and for your dish you showed up with a plate full of fish eyes?
I don't know. Well, I guess it depends. If it were mostly Asian people, I might be welcomed with open arms.
Do you think there's ever been a Super Bowl party that was mostly Asian?
I don't know.
I don't think there has been.
I don't know.
I don't think there's ever been a Super Bowl party that was mostly Asian.
That'd be something to look into.
Yeah. Somebody should look that up right now. Somebody Google Asian Super Bowl party and see if a plate of fish eyes comes up.
Stop it.
I've been to some Super Bowl parties. A lot of times you go to these Super Bowl parties, they do the squares thing. Any of y'all in the comments doing that this year or done it before? Anybody ever won big on one of those things? You know what that is, BA?
What's a square thing?
So you get like a piece of poster board and you draw 100 squares on it. 10,
okay.
Basically 10 by 10. So there's then 100 separate squares on there.
Okay.
You number across the top 0 through 9 and down the side 0 through 9.
Okay.
And then you buy the squares for say $5 a piece, right? So if there's 100 squares, $5 a piece, that means total money would be $500, right? To sell every square. Okay. So you buy a square and your initials get put in one of the boxes. And then think about like a graph. So whatever box your initials are in, you match that to a number on the left side and a number on the top. So maybe on the left you've got 3 and on the right you have 7. Right? Or on the top you have 7. So if at the end of the first quarter the score of the game is 3-7, you win.
So is it like almost like bingo?
Kinda. And so you have a winner at the end of the first quarter, a winner at halftime, a winner at the end of the third quarter, and a winner at the end of the game. So you split that $500 into 4 different winners.
Okay, so my next question, how do you get your name on the square? I mean,
you buy the square.
Okay, so depending on how many squares you buy is how many times your name gets on there.
So if they're $5 a piece and you throw in $20, you get 4 squares.
Okay.
You put your initial in 4 different squares. So like if the score is 23-10, so you use the last number. So if the score is 23-10, the winning numbers are 3 and 0.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's real popular at Super Bowl. I used to go to Super Bowl party every year, 4 or 5 years in a row, and they did the squares every year. I've been to a Super Bowl party where you have to bring 100 $1 bills, and there are bets on every play of the game.
Jeez.
Like, is this going to be a run or a pass? Do they get a first down here? Yes or no? There'll be a penalty on this play, yes or no, and people will put $1 in, $1 here, $1 there. And so you're basically winning and losing $4 or $5 constantly over the course of 4 hours. Does that sound interesting to you?
Not at all.
No.
Not at all. That's too much. I don't know. That's just. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that feeling of, I guess, not really knowing of what's going to happen.
Well, that's the whole point of betting, though.
I know. But something like that is just, yeah, I don't know. It seems reckless.
Seems reckless?
Yeah. To me, at least.
What do you think's more reckless? You doing that or you sitting down at a blackjack table? What's more reckless?
Probably, yeah, I would say that one's more reckless. I mean, sitting at a blackjack table, I can always kind of, decide to walk away if I need to. It's hard sometimes, but
watching you at a blackjack table is the most reckless thing I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh.
But anyway, Jason O says he'll be eating Korean chicken wings tomorrow. Does that count? I didn't even know they had chicken wings.
Nice.
What makes a chicken wing Korean, BA?
That's a great question. I don't even know why people refer to it as Korean chicken wings.
The
only thing I can think of is, that's what I was just about to say. I think the only thing that I can think of is the way they season it.
Yeah, has to be that.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Bring a tray of homemade pad thai to a Super Bowl party and it will be a hit. You know what that is?
Noodles.
Oh, noodles. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess he could have just said noodles.
He could have just said noodles. But I guess because they're pad thai, that means they're Thai noodles. You wouldn't eat Thai food, though, would you? That's kind of along the lines of Vietnamese food.
I've heard, isn't Thai food really spicy?
It can be.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I've ever eaten Thai food. Not that I know of, anyway.
We'll have to change that.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. What? Getting baptized in holy water and moonshine. What? How in the hell does BA, what does that say? Oh, that's a good question. How do I do that? There we go. I keep forgetting you can do that on StreamYard. But Colby wants to know, do you put fish eyes on your charcuterie board?
No, because I've never even made a charcuterie board, so.
Well, you don't have to make charcuterie boards. You can buy them in the store.
Well, you know what I mean. I've never prepared a charcuterie board, so no.
Me and you have had charcuterie. We just didn't eat it off of a board.
That's correct.
Because I think it's just meat, cheese, and maybe some crackers.
Yep.
Yeah, and we've eaten a lot of that. We just don't have a board to put it on.
No.
Is it something that makes the board charcuterie, or is any board that you put meat and cheese on just automatically become charcuterie?
That's a great question. I would assume you just put a board underneath it, and there you go. Charcuterie board.
Yeah. So you've never eaten off of a charcuterie?
I'm not going to say that I haven't, but I've never prepared one myself. No.
Would you?
Yeah, I would, but I wouldn't put fish eyes on it.
I like that. Yeah, I wouldn't either. I've tried several different charcuteries over the years. Buy a charcuterie board and take some of the cheese off and replace it with fish eyes. No, I'm not going to be doing that.
You guys are sick. For the record, too, this is an ongoing joke. I don't actually eat fish eyes on a daily basis, okay? And I mean, it's not like I go out searching to buy fish eyes and eat them. So,
yeah.
Just so y'all know. This is just an ongoing joke with me, Uncle Lou.
Have you ever gone out searching for charcuterie?
No.
Would you?
I guess depending on the situation, possibly.
I understand.
Possibly.
Yeah, it would have to be the right situation. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I understand. I understand. You know what? You know the thing about situations is, don't you?
No.
Sometimes they present themselves.
That's true. That is true. That's true. I take a bet on that.
Yeah. Me too. Pad thai, rice noodles, shrimp, sometimes chicken as well, peanuts, scrambled egg, bean sprouts, sometimes other veggies as well. It sounds like, to me, that sounds like Chinese rice, but instead of rice, it's noodles.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's what pad thai sounds like to me.
Right. Now, I've never specifically had quote unquote pad thai noodles, but yeah, I mean that's exactly what it sounds like. So it's basically like fried rice except with noodles.
Yeah. I've never liked any of the Asian noodle dishes, like lo mein, any of that. I don't know why. I never liked any
What?
of it.
Really?
Yeah, no, never. No, I don't know why.
Wow. I don't think I
Yeah.
ever knew that.
Now, if the situation presented itself,
I see what you did there.
yeah. So, but no, I don't like when you go somewhere and they ask you, do you want rice or lo mein? It's always rice for me. Always rice for me.
Yeah.
So, but you like noodles.
I do like noodles. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm a huge noodle fan.
You mean you like huge noodles or you're a huge fan of noodles in general?
Both.
Noodle, if you had to choose between noodles and charcuterie.
Oh man. I mean, probably noodles because it's easier to prepare in a sense.
That makes sense.
Plus I don't own a charcuterie board, so there you go.
Right. I understand. I'm sorry, my mind is wandering now.
Mm-hmm.
We better get back to football. We better get back to football here. Money Man says, just give me a meat and cheese plate. Well, that's the thing. If you can have a meat and cheese plate and that's fine, but if you remove the plate and add a piece of wood, then it becomes charcuterie.
So here's the next question I will pose. So if you have a charcuterie board and you put stuff on the charcuterie board that's not like your normal like meat and cheese, stuff, would it still be considered a charcuterie board dish?
You mean let's say, for example, if you covered your charcuterie in whipped cream.
Right. Or noodles, since we're talking about noodles.
Yeah.
Would it still be considered a charcuterie board?
I think whipped cream would go better with charcuterie than noodles would.
Whipped cream, maybe some melted chocolate, some strawberries. Yeah. Is that what you're trying to get at?
Yes. So
in that sense, would that be considered a dessert charcuterie board?
Yes. And generally speaking, it's all you can eat.
Oh my God. All right, moving along.
So you don't have to worry about running out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which is good.
Come on.
I'll eat plain white rice like nobody's business. I like white rice too. But I eat it that with like traditional Southern like cube steak. with white rice and gravy. Oh, man,
Oh,
that is
yes.
so good.
Brown gravy, too. It has to be brown gravy. Can't be
Yeah.
that white gravy crap.
Yeah, white gravy only goes on biscuits.
Yeah, which you can have that because I'm not too fond of that anyway.
Yeah. Some people put white gravy on like what is it, chicken fried steak or whatever you call that crap.
Yeah. Oh no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Don't you make your own, Colby? Colby makes his own.
Oh my gosh. I mean, doesn't everybody kind of make their own in a way?
White sauce?
Yes. Yeah. I think we need to switch it back to
You're sick. You're
switch
sick,
it back
BA.
to switch it back to football.
You have a filthy mind.
I'm just thinking what everybody else was thinking. You're the one that brought it up.
No, Colby brought it up.
That's true. Colby, it's all your fault. I blame you.
Stingray jars his up. What are you saving it for later? Yeah, some kind of in vitro fertilization shit going on over there.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Anyway, what do you think about the halftime show, BA? Now, whoa, do you watch the halftime? Are you one of the people? Have you watched the Super Bowl in years past in general or no?
I have, yes.
Yeah, see, there's a lot of people that are like that. They don't really care because until you met me, you really didn't care at all about any type of football, right?
That's facts.
Yeah, but you'd still watch the Super Bowl or something.
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's why the Super Bowl is the most watched deal. Like not very many people who don't care at all about college football are watching the college football national championship. Now, almost every college football fan watches the national championship, so it still has big numbers, but it's just never going to compare to the Super Bowl because the Super Bowl is not even, the Super Bowl is bigger than football, bigger than sports in general. It's like in America, it's a cultural event. It's like, so that's why there's so many people that watch it because it's millions of people like you, BA, who for years have watched the Super Bowl, never watched another football game, but every year watched the Super Bowl. But what do you think about the halftime show this year?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little excited. I mean, I like Rihanna, so
Yeah, I do too.
I think it'll be a good show. I know you do.
I've been like Rihanna for a while.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good show.
Yeah, I would love to stand under her umbrella.
I bet you would.
Yeah, I would.
I'm sure you and 1,000 other people would probably, millions of other people would probably like to stand underneath her umbrella. Yes.
You know, she shines bright like a diamond.
She sure does, doesn't she?
You have any opinion on her charcuterie board or no?
I don't.
Okay. I do.
I know. I bet you do. I bet you do.
Was it last year they did the throwback rap halftime show? Was that last year's halftime show or the year before?
I think it was last year. Didn't they have like Eminem,
Dr. Dre, Snoop,
Dr.
Eminem,
Dre, Mary J. Blige?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other guy too that didn't make any sense to me, Kendrick Lamar.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying he's not talented or whatever. I've just never been a fan of his. Like I couldn't tell you one song he's ever done. See, it seemed a little strange to include him. Not because I think he's not any good. Lots of people are good that weren't included in that halftime show, but I guess maybe I don't understand the connection between Kendrick. Like I understand the connection between Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop, and 50 Cent. I get all that. Like Dre and Dre goes way back, and then Snoop and Dre were a thing, and then Dre found Eminem, and then Eminem found 50, and I get all that. I don't understand where Kendrick Lamar fits into that. I don't. So I don't know. It didn't make any sense to me that he was there, but I thought that was a great halftime show.
It was. That was also the one where. Hang on, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Bless me. Sorry, I guess I could have muted myself. That was also the one that didn't 50 Cent when he came out like upside down or something, like he was hanging
Yeah,
upside down or something.
that goes back to the first music video he ever had for, I think, In the Club, where he's hanging upside down, he's basically doing sit-ups but hanging upside down.
Okay, yeah. See, I didn't put that together, so
yeah, that was a throwback to that. You have to have been around during the days of MTV when MTV still played music videos.
Yeah, we need to go back to
video.
those days.
Yeah,
we need to go back to those days.
I wish the AFC Championship game was in Atlanta. Well, it almost was in Atlanta. Not because of the Falcons, but because of the DeMar Hamlin deal. But it wasn't. Yeah, so nope. What were some other good halftime shows? Prince was good. Michael Jackson was good. We're going way back now, but Prince was good.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was good.
I don't think I ever watched those. So I think the first Super Bowl that I ever actually sat down and watched because I wanted to see the halftime show was, oh my gosh, probably back when it was Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson, I think.
Oh yeah, that was when Janet Jackson's boob fell out.
Yes, I think that was the first ever Super Bowl that I watched.
Yeah,
strictly because of the halftime show. So, because I'm a huge Justin Timberlake fan. So,
The Weeknd did a halftime show a few years ago.
Oh, I must have missed that too.
I think that was. I don't think I knew who The Weeknd was before that halftime show.
Before that halftime show,
I think that's what made me a fan of The Weeknd. Not
was
when I
watching that
say
halftime
Weeknd,
show.
not the days of the week. I've been a fan of Saturday and Sunday for a long time. I'm talking about the artist, what calls himself The Weeknd.
The artist which calls himself The Weeknd. Yes.
Yeah, I think that was a Super Bowl show he did a few. I think that's one that was disappointing. I like Katy Perry. I don't care what anybody says. I like Katy Perry.
I did see that one too, I think.
That one was not good. It was just too weird. She floated down from a, what was that? What did she do? She floated down from, I just remember there was like sharks running around on people dressed up in shark costumes. It was strange. It was just very, I don't know. I didn't like that one.
What about that Lady Gaga one? I watched that one too. Did she like skydive off a building or something like that? Or
that one was okay. Who was she on there with? Lady Gaga, and who all did she bring on there?
I can't remember.
She didn't bring R. Kelly out there, did she?
I don't think so. I think I would have remembered that. Is R. Kelly in jail?
I think so. But they have a song, the two of them.
Who, Lady Gaga and R. Kelly?
Oh, yeah, it's a great song. I love that song.
Why am I just now finding out about this? What?
Yeah, it's nothing but facts.
Yeah, because that's all you do is tell facts, right?
Yeah, I'd play it right now if I could, but I can't. Jonathan Jones says Marvin Harrison to Georgia. What? No. Marvin Harrison to Ohio State still. What do you mean? Thank you for the super chat though, but I don't know where you're getting that from. Yeah, that's it, Zach. Do what you want. It's a great song. It's a great song.
I'll have to Google that. I don't think I ever remember that. But I mean,
when Prince did the halftime show and it started raining during the middle of Purple Rain, that was unbelievable. I'm like, you couldn't have.
I've heard about that.
It couldn't have been better than that.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Okay. I think I still hear a lot of people talk about that halftime show with Prince. So
Yeah, the last thing Georgia needs is more injury-prone wide receivers. Every wide receiver we have stays injured. But we don't need another one of those. I mean, Arian Smith permanently injured. A.D. Mitchell permanently injured. George Pickens permanently injured. Dominic Blaylock permanently injured. I mean, the list goes on and on. We don't need another one of those.
all right,
But
should I show the people the wheel?
yeah,
There's no names on the wheel though, so just so you guys know. But
yeah, we'll put the names on the wheel in a minute.
all right. Okay. Here we go.
Oh, that's
That's
you.
the top of my head, yes. Sorry.
It looks like those old school VicTube streams.
All right, camera. Okay, let's try this and see if this works. Sorry. All right. So there, can y'all see it?
Yeah,
There's the
there's the
wheel.
rigged wheel. There's the rigged wheel. Let me hold on. I'll check real quick and see what names we can put on there. Hold on. You're gonna have to
Okay.
entertain the people for a minute or two.
All right, that sounds good. All right, let me get some of y'all's predictions, I guess, in the chat. I guess most people are going for the Eagles, right? So
Can you hear me, BA?
I can.
All right, add Hoghead and Colby.
All right. Go. Loghead. Oop, if I could spell his name correctly. Colby. All right, we got Hoghead and Colby.
Add Sean M.
Sean M.
Sean, yeah.
All right.
Add Sir UGA.
All right.
Colby, you sent two. I'm just gonna add them up and put your name once, but just add the amounts together. Chris Stapleton over on the national anthem at 120. Chris Stapleton's doing the national anthem?
What?
Man, I love Chris Stapleton. I'm not a big country music fan, not modern country music. Now, I love 90s country. I think that was the greatest era of country music ever, was the 90s. But I'm not a fan of modern country music. But I could listen to Chris Stapleton sing all day long. He's got one of the best voices I've ever heard. I love
I
Chris
do like
Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton too, and I'm not a huge country fan either.
He's got just that old soul voice. It's just so smooth. I could listen to him all day long.
Yeah.
Parachute is his favorite song of mine, or my favorite song of his. I love that song. God, he's so good, Chris Stapleton. You know, he wasted the majority of his life writing songs for other people. He should have been singing all them songs himself the whole time.
Well, sometimes people just that's all they want to do is write music. They want to hear other people sing their songs. They don't want to be the one singing them.
Well, plenty of people waste a lot of time before they find their true calling. For example, I worked real jobs for a long time before I realized my true calling of YouTube.
That's right. See?
Yeah.
See? The same could be said for me.
Why is
Yeah.
Garth Brooks Breakfast. What breakfast did Garth Brooks kill?
Breakfast?
What did he kill? Wheaties or something? Yeah. Jay Shipe says Garth Brooks killed cereal.
Hmm.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. I do like Garth Brooks, though.
Garth Brooks, my favorite country artist of all time, and still one of the best concerts I've ever seen. Garth Brooks, Tool, Dave Matthews, Korn. The four best shows I've ever seen live.
Yeah, there you go. Billy Boy, I don't know how long you've been here, but I don't actually drive for Uber. Just so you know. Again, that's another long-running joke since I've been a part of this community, that I'm the Uber Eats driver.
Yeah, because every time you show up, you got a bunch of food with you, which is
I mean,
amazing.
I was just about to say, are you complaining about that?
No, not at all. You show up with chicken nachos or Tommy fries or chicken wings or Chinese food. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said, Colby. Uber Eats. Oh, you must not be talking to me. So
Yeah, Billy said his Uber a real job.
yeah, Uber. Yeah, it's bad enough that people. I don't know if I could do just Uber by itself. I mean, Uber Eats is a different story, like a different way of doing something. But I don't know if I could.
Anything you do for money to support yourself is a job. There is no such thing as a real or a fake job.
No,
The
no.
closest thing there is to a fake job is whatever Ed Reed was doing down at Miami, but that still was technically a job because he was getting paid to do it. I mean,
Wow.
if you take pictures of your feet and post them on the internet, and that's how you pay your bills, then your job is posting pictures of your feet on the internet. It doesn't matter that makes somebody else mad. What it is these people who say it, they're mad because they hate their own job. So they look at you and they go, "Well, you have a fake job that you like, and that makes me mad. So therefore, your job is fake." If you're able to take pictures of your feet, post it on the internet, and use that to pay your bills, then your job is taking pictures of your feet and posting it on the internet. That's your job.
I know, nobody can hate on that. Look,
No.
if you got mouths to feed, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't about to knock nobody's hustle.
That's right. That's right. All right, guys, get your picks in, right?
Yeah, get your picks in because we only got another few minutes and we're going to have to end the show. So let me post the thing one more time. But we're getting ready to spin the rigged wheel. Every PayPal, every Cash App gets your name added to the rigged wheel. We'll spin the wheel at the end. Whatever name the wheel picks, you get to pick the Super Bowl and one prop bet. If you win, I'm going to send you back twice what you gave me per bet. So you send me $25, you get the game right. I'll send you back your 25 plus another 25 for getting the game right. Then if you get the prop bet right, another 25. So that's as simple as I can explain it. But we got to wrap the show up here in a few minutes. So if you want to get on the wheel and you haven't yet, or you just want to support the show, which is an even better idea, PayPal, Cash App, we'll get your name added to the wheel. I'll check it again in about 5 minutes, and then that's going to be it.
Okay, so while we're waiting on those last minute entries here, what is your top prop bet that you think that you're thinking?
I like to do the weird ones that are like just purely dumb luck. Like, is Rihanna going to wear pants or a dress, or dress / skirt, whatever? Basically anything other than pants. Stuff like weird ones like that. Will her hair be up or down? I like the bets that don't have anything to do with the game. But you can, I mean, when it comes to the game, though, there's a million prop bets for the game too. Who wins the coin toss? It's the first. I mean, literally anything you can think of. It's the first play of the game, a run or a pass.
That's so
there's
crazy.
literally millions of them for the Super Bowl.
That's so crazy.
I bet Jay would make a ton of money on Feet Finder. Because look, there's some sick.
He's only got like 8, doesn't he? Like 8 toes.
That's the thing. There's people that would be like super into that. Like deformity porn.
Yeah, and look, we're not kidding. We've actually seen Jay's toes. Oh, he says 7. Yes, he's only got 7 toes. Facts.
I bet Jay would make a killing on Feet Finder.
I bet he would too. You're in the wrong business, Jay.
Yeah.
You need to consider Feet Finder.
Jay, I'll even run the account for you, and I'll take 25% off the top. I just need you to send me 4 pictures of your deformed foot per week. I'll run the account. I'll post the pictures. I'll do all the work. I just need you to send me 4 pictures of your deformed foot per week. People are into that deformity porn.
He says that's how he outran Golden Blue Dude in the 40. He's more aerodynamic because he's only got 7 toes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be a great story to tell, but unfortunately, he's not gonna be able to tell it on today's show. So
what? Oh, the missing toe.
Right, story. Yeah, the missing toe story. Yeah, so. Oh, he says he's in. He'll split the profits with you.
Yeah, sounds like a hell of a business plan.
That is a great topic of discussion for a show, though. Jay, that's a great, yeah. So I may have to consider that for one of my shows. That would be great topic of discussion.
Oh yeah, speaking of your shows, you start in 2 days.
Yes, I know.
Monday.
Yes, I know.
So make sure you tune into the morning show on Monday. Everybody. New host. People are tired of listening to me, BA.
I don't see how that could ever be possible.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I don't see how that could ever be possible. What? No. I don't think so.
I'm not giving up the morning show completely, but I'm going to be honest with you. The morning show has gone downhill lately because I have lost some of my motivation and inspiration for the morning show. I mean, coming on the morning show 4 days a week and reading comments for 2 hours, no one wants to tune into that. I get it. I don't even want to tune into it, and I'm the one doing it. So BA is going to start hosting the morning show. Sometimes 1 day a week, sometimes 2 days a week, whatever. We just kind of change it up from week to week. But so she's going to be hosting the morning show some mornings instead of me. Now, there will be some mornings where she hosts the morning show and I still come on for a little while. There will be some days where she hosts the morning show and I don't come on at all. There'll be some days where she hosts the morning show and I'm, trolling in the comments or whatever. But I feel like the morning show needs some fresh ideas and some fresh voices. And so BA has kindly agreed to take over the morning show a day or two a week from week to week. And hopefully then maybe the days that I do the morning show, I'll be more interested and motivated to be doing the morning show because it's starting to feel like you know how people say if you love your job, you never have to work a day in your life? The morning show is starting to feel like work. Like I'm not enjoying the morning show like I used to. And that's a shame because the whole reason I started the morning show was because I enjoyed it so much. The non-football stuff and not having to talk about football and being able to express myself about non-football related things. And so it's disappointing that I'm kind of feeling this way with the morning show. So I think this is probably the best thing to do. So that's what we're going to do. And BA is going to have
shaking it up a little bit. It's not a bad thing. So
yeah. And BA will do things on the morning show that I don't do, and she'll have different people on and guests on. And VicTube's not going to change. VicTube's still going to come on every Thursday. Even if BA is doing the morning show on a Thursday, Vic is still going to come on. I talked to Vic about this over the last couple of weeks, so it's not a surprise to Vic, the BA coming on the morning show deal. But I think this is the first time I've said it to anyone else.
So to segue into that too, so yes, I will be hosting, maybe once or twice during the week. The morning shoe, which is still going to be on his second channel. That's not going to change. It's going to be happening on his second channel. But I will also be hosting my own show on my channel. So for those of you that aren't subscribed, I would definitely go ahead and do that now. Make sure you hit that notification bell. So that is in the works as well. So
yes. Yeah, everything will be the same. You don't have to try to figure out whose channel the morning show will be on. It'll be on my second channel, like it's always been. Everything will look the same. I've set everything up at BA's place for her to be able to do the morning show on my second channel the same way that I do it from my place. So it won't look any different to y'all. It's the same graphics. It's the same on-screen stuff. It's the same channel. It's just some mornings when you tune in, it'll be BA hosting the show instead of Uncle Lou. That's literally the only difference. And like I said, I'll still be on there a lot of the mornings when she's hosting the show. I mean, I'm not doing this so I can sleep in till noon. I mean, I get up at 6 a.m. almost every single day of the week. I got, like today, I wasn't doing this show till 10, so I said, well, let me set the alarm at 9 just in case I don't wake up. Well, I was up at 6:30 this morning. I mean, so I wake up between 6 and 7 every morning regardless, but so it's not that. It's just the motivation of doing it. I just honestly, I just feel like the morning shows aren't any good anymore. Honestly, the morning shows just have gotten stale and boring, and I feel like I need to do something to change it up. I've tried in the past, like bringing other people on and co-hosting with me and stuff like that. And reliability is an issue. I don't have to worry about that with BA.
Yeah. Here's my setup for those that were asking. Yes, Uncle Lou was very kind to come to my place and set up this dual monitor presentation that you're seeing on your screen right now. So yes, it's professional in that.
Yeah, very professional. Very professional.
So yes. Can one of the mods throw my link in there? I'm currently trying to figure that out. I've got several different things going on right now. So Colby, help a lady out. Throw my link in there. For those that are not subscribed, please go ahead and do so.
Yeah, what day are you going to be doing shoes on your channel, you think? Sundays or what? Or Wednesdays?
I think right now I'm going to start off on Sundays.
Yes, that's a great day to do it.
I'm gonna say probably around like 3 p.m.
Yeah, that's a great time to do it.
Yeah. So because this coming Sunday is actually, or tomorrow is Super Bowl, I think I'm gonna hold off a week, and then I'll do one on my channel on next Sunday at 3 p.m. So again, subscribe, hit the notification bell, so that way you guys are notified when I do actually go live. So that one will actually be I've got something in the works, so I am going to have a co-host on there. So yes, so just stay tuned.
Yeah, start it next week. You can take time on the morning show next week to post your link and all that and get people subscribed to your channel next week. So when you start the show on Sunday, you got people over there.
Yes.
I'll mention
Thank
it
you,
on the
Colby.
call-in shows and stuff this week too.
Sounds good. Sounds
Hey,
good. But yes,
Robert,
for right now, on Monday, on the second channel, YouTube, what is it?
Uncle Lou on YouTube.
Uncle Lou on YouTube and that. Sorry. Yes, I will be. Monday morning. I will be hosting the show on Monday morning.
Yeah. Robert, if you need me to talk to your mom, I'd be happy to do it. I don't understand why she's mad at you, but if you'd like me to speak with your mother, to get her calmed down, I'd be happy to do it. Just let me know.
Thank you, Stinger. I appreciate that. Okay, so yeah, I've got to go to work. So
Okay, let's do the wheel.
let's
Let me check.
yeah,
Let me
let's
check
let's
one
get
more
this
time.
show on the road.
All right, let me check the wheel one more time.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you subscribing.
All right, we're good. Spin the wheel.
All right, I'm gonna turn my camera on.
Wait a minute. We need a number. Let's get Visor to do it. Visor, give us a number between 2 and 5.
All right, 5.
All right. So the fifth name it picks will be the winner. All right, here we go.
Okay, here we go. All right. Hoghead. All right, spin number 2. All right, Sir UGA. Spin number 3. Colby. Spin number 4. Hoghead. All right, here we go. Last and final spin.
The winner is
Sean M.
Sean M. You're the winner, buddy. Send me an email, Sean. crazyuncle.lou@gmail.com. crazyuncle.lou@gmail.com. Let me know your pick for the game. The spread is Eagles -1.5. So you can get the Eagles -1.5 or the Chiefs +1.5. And then any okay, he's got the Chiefs and the coin toss heads. Okay,
Nice.
BA, can you write that down, BA?
Yes. What was it again?
He's got the Chiefs +1.5
Okay.
and
Chiefs.
coin toss heads.
Coin toss heads. All right, got you down.
All right, and yeah, and the game's tomorrow at 6. All right, everybody. BA, thanks for coming on to help me out this morning.
Thank you for having me on. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, bye.
All right, bye.
All right, everybody. I appreciate y'all tuning in to Super Bowl edition of College Game Day Live. No College Game Day today, and the Super Bowl is not till tomorrow. But we always do Game Day Live. I said Game Day Live on Saturday mornings. So had a couple people request it this week, so I decided to do it. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday, the rest of your weekend. Have fun at whatever Super Bowl parties you're doing, or if maybe you're just sitting home and watching it. Enjoy your food, and I will talk to you all again real soon. Have a good morning.